Alright, so doing that exact same thing I did in the last video, going through that same section, but I went back and healed and got more Estus flasks and stuff like that. So, this is the actual walkthrough now, I guess. We're on to the real world.
Oh, great.
Dark Souls has begun.
And you're playing on the easiest difficulty?
Right, I'm also playing on the hardest difficulty.
Oh.
Concurrently at the same time. It's funny how it works like that.
Yeah.
So we are going to the Undead Burg. And in this video, we'll be going to the first campfire. Now, it's important to note that I can make this look easy because I've done this Undead Burg. I've ran through this Undead Burg part so many times that I know in my head the location of every single enemy. So I know where I can sprint. I know which corners they're hiding around. I know where the tricks are, where the shortcuts are, where the items are. Well, actually, no, not necessarily. I don't know where. I don't know the location of the hidden items as well as I know the locations of the enemies, because the items like that right there, it's only there once. So I pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
Like I probably had forgotten that was there.
Yeah.
But I knew that rat was there because I've killed that rat 20 times. You know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Amateur mistake.
Very amateur mistake. I turned that off though. See, like edited that.
Yeah.
Peter Burg.
Alec Burg.
Alec Burg, is that what it is?
Yeah.
So I was talking about how I know the locations of all these enemies. That is... So I'm saying that just because I go through this very fast in this video compared to how I went through it my first time. So I've recorded... So during this recording process, I have two profiles. This profile that I'm playing on right now is my second one. And on my second profile, I've caught up to where I am on my first profile, which is like my trial run, which is like a character that I've made some mistakes on. I've put some points into stuff I didn't necessarily want to. I didn't choose the skeleton key as my starting item, or the master key. So this character ends up being stronger than my trial character. But, so I've caught up to where I am with my second character. I spent 16 hours getting to level, I think, 30-something on my first character. And I've spent 6 hours getting to that exact same point in the game with this character. Just to give an example of, like, how knowing the game and knowing like the combat and where everything is can make an enormous difference. So if you're watching me like just burn through this level and you're dying and getting frustrated, know that that everybody gets stuck that exact same way your first time through. So here there's a couple dudes just kind of hanging off the edge like jackasses.
That's weird.
You can kind of chop them off before they climb over, and they die. And when people fall off a cliff, you can't get the items that they would have potentially dropped, but you get all the souls that they give you.
They like fly up to you,
yeah,
God of War style.
Right, exactly. But the items that you can get aren't any good. Like I can't think of, for a normal character. I mean, if like for a normal enemy that you're fighting, I can
never have anything good.
They never have anything good. Like you might get something moderately good that might be slightly better than what you have, but it's going to get replaced pretty quickly by something even better. So you'll notice I just did kind of a loop. Like I'm right back to where I was just a minute ago. I kind of went out of my way, killed a couple extra enemies, got that bonus item. This game has a lot of kind of almost side quests like that, is one way of looking at it. You know, like you come to an area and there's a left and a right, and you don't know which way to go, and you end up taking one, and you see that it's not the right way because so the dragon just flies away right there, which is good because that dragon's an asshole. But that kind of detour, I guess, was a little bit more hidden than some of the other ones. But a lot of times this game has very nondescript paths. Like you'll probably get lost sometimes through this game too. And that's not to say that like So at the very beginning of the game, I went up this direction. I went this direction because it's the easiest direction to go. Mm-hmm. You can also go down into the underground. I don't even know the name of it. I haven't even been there extensively at all yet because it's really hard. But apparently you can get through it if you're like an expert at this game.
Without leveling up?
Without just like, yeah, like as the first thing you do in the game.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, that's the end of this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you where the merchant is and get to the next bonfire.